We're going to have fun. Oh, happy Tuesday. What's happening, Shredder Nation? Welcome to another edition of Shred Your Body. I'm your host, Jesse James Jamnik. And wow. Episode number 38. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe the lives that we're able to impact over the last year, the transformations, the testimonials that are coming in. The ERShred is something that takes the standard of nutrition, of what most people look at today as healthy, and just flips it completely upside down and says, well, wait a minute, what about this and what about that, and where's the proof to this and where's the proof to that? And we've been able to drastically help people take themselves from being derailed and just pick them up, put them on the tracks, and send them on their way. And it has been an absolute joy and pleasure to watch so many people stick to this, to not give up on themselves. For 20 years, I've been trying to get people to understand how important it is to be healthy. And it's crazy how natural the ERShred comes. I mean, when people come, they're at a point where they're just ready for whatever. They got their hands up in the air and they're like, that's it. Like, I've done it all. I've tried it all. Like, I don't know what's going on. And what we've come to learn, come into our group. It's a free community. It's the best community you've ever been a part of. I promise you, I've been a part of a lot of them. Check it out, www.ershredders.com. Look at the stories. Look at the people from in their 80s down to children. I mean, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. So anyways, go check it out, see what's going on, learn more information at ERShred.com. But let's get to the point. Every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, my job is to highlight another amazing person that is just absolutely crushing it in our Shredder community, our Shredder Nation, as we like to call it. And this week, like every other week, I'm freaking excited for my guest tonight. We were just kind of talking a little bit before the call and found out she's in Boston. I'm from that area. Coincidence, it's crazy, right? But I'm really excited to share her story. She is on her 6th ERShred now. In her first 5, she's lost over 31 pounds. I want to get into the deeper stuff, the empowerment stuff that we talk about the ERShred being, and I can't wait to dive into that. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in my guest tonight. Welcome, Tre, to Shred Your Body.
Hey guys. Hey, Fabtabulous is here. How you doing?
I love it. I seriously love your attitude. And before we dive into anything, I just want to tell you this. I've watched you from day one when you came in, when you finally said yes to Mike, and we'll get into that a little bit. But I just want to tell you that I'm seriously so proud of you. People talk a good talk, especially when it comes to health. And it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to lose your way. It's so easy to fall off track. And you have been such an amazing part of our community. I have loved watching your progress. I've celebrated you. I've tried to be your biggest cheerleader along the way. You know that. And I am so thankful that we finally connected and you get to share your story because you deserve to share your story. And I mean, gosh, I don't even know where you're going to go with this, but I know you're on a mission. And so far, you've smashed it. You've lost 31 pounds, but what other big things, Tre, have you come to realize doing the ERShred from where you are now to where you were when you started?
Can you say that again? Because it might think he's breaking in and out, so I didn't completely hear everything you just said to me.
Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to know, what is it? What do you find? I said, over the last 5 shreds, you've lost 31 pounds, which is amazing. But I've gotten to read your post and see your post, and I know it goes so much deeper than that. So besides the weight, besides the superficial stuff, if you will, even though I know that's important, what have you come to realize now about yourself, food, and health that maybe you didn't know 5 shreds ago when you first started?
Well, I didn't think I can do it. To be honest, I didn't think I can do this, the shred, because, I've never had grass-fed food. So that's a whole different, different kind of food I'm not used to eating. I'm used to eating fruits, vegetables, and all the other kind of foods, and the grass-fed food I've never eaten. So I thought that was going to be a challenge for me coming into this. And it's not so bad actually. So I got used to it, and yeah, I think that was the only thing that was the grass fed, and I was just a little nervous about that.
Yeah. Now, when you
Trying that
say
out for the first time.
when you say grass fed, so anybody that maybe doesn't know what we do in the ERShred, the ERShred is an elimination reset shred protocol. We strip
Yep.
away all the inflammatory foods, and we teach
Yep.
people the amazing benefit of combining whole foods with very, very high quality supplementation to fill those voids. But we teach people
Yep.
the power of grass fed beef. So when you say grass fed,
Yes.
you mean grass fed beef, grass fed butter, and so why did you get that thought at first? Why did you think you couldn't do it? And what did you think about it? Because you're a person that's been through a lot of challenges, right? You shared with me that you were this is a 9-year struggle for you, right? 9 years of trying and going back and forth. So first impressions when, you had first of all, what other programs off the top of your head have you tried? What other diets or programs have you tried over the course of time?
So I did Shaun T. I'm sure people heard of Shaun T from what's the Beachbody.
Yep.
I've done Beachbody. Currently, I'm in still a challenge, but I'm not eating the foods because her meal plan is what was hurting my stomach.
Okay.
So I couldn't do that, and I was bloated all the time. With her meal plan, and it was just my stomach was not liking it at all. So yeah, Shaun T. Anita Herbert is a female like group. I've done her. I just do whatever I can on TV. You go on TV, watch the people. I buy DVDs and do the workouts on the DVDs and stuff.
Yeah.
I've tried so many stuff. It's crazy to the point I almost was about to give up. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to give up until last year when I joined the Anita Herbert's challenge, and then I lost the 30 pounds from her challenge. And I was about to give up because I wasn't seeing the results I wanted to see. And being overweight is not okay. And I was like, I gotta get rid of this. How am I gonna get rid? I didn't know anything about fitness, so I learned over the 9 years, and it was a struggle. It was a journey, but I didn't give up. That's one thing, I didn't give up at all.
That's good.
I was determined to lose this weight.
Yeah. Well, the key is, I always tell people, Tre, it's not necessarily, there are things that obviously can work, more strategically than others. I don't believe that there's just a one magical right way. That's not, I'm so tired of the fitness world talking that crap and the nutrition world talking that crap. Like nobody knows you, how you grew up, where you're from, what your background is, like what you've gone through, what you're going through now. Like so many factors come into play, right? But what I do know is that the human body is pretty much the same no matter who we are. We're all basically a bunch of little circles that need high quality nutrition, right? So over the course of years, now you talked about fitness programs. How many diets would you think that you've tried over the course of the years?
Woo, you want me to count?
She's laughing.
I can't count all those. That's too many, Jesse. Come on now. You won't believe how many I've tried over the 9 years. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I can't count. I think it's more than my 10 fingers. I think it's more than 10. I just can't count. There's a lot. It was a lot of them. A lot. And some work, some don't work. You know how it goes. Up and down, up and down,
What did you find?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
So first you said something about, obviously for you in your brain, being overweight doesn't make you feel good, right? It's not what you want. So when you were trying I have so many questions in my brain. I got to narrow it down. Okay. First off, First off,
Okay.
over the course of all the diets, what was the general theme that you would say that you've been taught? And what did you find to be the biggest struggle? And the reason I'm asking you this, Trey, is that you're a very open person. You're easy to talk to. There's so many people struggling out there that are in the same boat as you, or they were in the same boat as you. And I know you're strong enough to kind of share these different things. Like, I want to find out what gets people stuck. And if there's somebody stuck, how can we get them unstuck? Like, what was the general theme? And then did you find the average diet that you tried sustainable to life? Was it easy to just kind of piece into your life as you went?
Oh no, I'm losing you, Jesse.
You're good. You're good. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, can you repeat that? Because you broke up again. I'm in the car, guys. I'm sorry. I'm at an event, and I'm sitting in the car, so
you're good.
This is breaking up a little bit, but
this is called real life.
Yeah, it's like
this is what we like. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you. Okay.
So what did you find? Did you find the average diet that you did to be sustainable, where you could easily put it into life, or was that always a big struggle? And what did you find to be the average theme around the diets? What were people telling you that you should eat? Because obviously it wasn't quite working, but I'm just wondering, like, what you've been programmed to learn over these 9 years until you kind of found us, 60 days ago or whatever it's been now.
Well, I know they always say watch your calories. Like with the Beachbody, you had like the different cups. You had to measure it, and that will be your one meal. This will be your little snack or whatever. Small portions. Count your calories. Read all the ingredients on the on everything you're eating. It was like a lot, I got to do small portion. I only can eat this much calories. What the heck is macros? I don't know what the heck macros are. I'm like, I don't know what that is. So it's just a lot. I mean, it's a lot to count calories and do all that. But on the shred, you don't have to do all that. So that's great. I love it.
So would you say?
Yeah,
would you say that's been one of like the?
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good, honey. Can you hear me? Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good spot. Bear with me, guys. Keep going. Keep talking.
You're good. You're good. Would you say that what's been the biggest factor that you've noticed between the ERShred versus all the other diets that you've tried, had success, but bounced back? And it's kind of been like this yo-yo effect is what you kind of share with me over 9 years, right? Like, you did it, you lost 20 pounds, but then, you gained it back. You did it, you lost 30 pounds, but then, you gained it back, right? What's been the biggest difference for you if somebody's like, well, what makes the ERShred so damn different? Why, Trey? You tell me, what makes the ERShred so darn different than everything else? And why have you been so successful with sticking with something like this versus where the other things were kind of like up and down? Why do you call this lifestyle now?
That's a good question, Jesse. I have to think of that one right there, man. Why does the ERShred? If you're like me, who loves fitness and who's all about losing the weight and try to get fit and shape, you're gonna do the damn thing and stick to it if it works, and you're gonna stay with it. And the ERShred has worked for me, and I was surprised by my results and everything. I was like, oh shit. Oh, am I allowed to curse on this too, Jesse? I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on this too. Am I allowed to curse, Jesse? Because I have a potty mouth. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I when I results the first week, I was like, oh shoot, yes, and I was just amazed, and I got hooked because the weight kept coming off. And then I got skinny and skinny. I wasn't trying to get skinny and skinny. It just happened, And then everyone's like, oh, you look so skinny. I'm like, who the heck you calling skinny? I ain't skinny. What you talking about? Until I saw my shadow. And I was like, oh, shit, I am skinny. Okay, I see. No. Okay, I get it. But the ERShred, it's the shit. I mean, excuse me. I told you I got a potty mouth. I'm so sorry. But
are you really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great
hold on a second.
Great.
Hold on a second. Hey, hold on a second. Are you really apologizing for saying the word shit talking to me?
What?
I
I
thought
know.
you were like, I thought you were like making a joke. Like I gotta like kind of like calm myself down because some people just don't understand the whole like deep Northeast. So I'm like, okay, woohoo. But listen, that's a clean word in my world. Like, okay. So the biggest difference for you is you notice results, right? Like your first shred, you just talked about
Yes.
that. So let's dive into that a little bit. You come into
Yep.
this now. First of all, 9 years of up and down. You get to this point, and you already said that you were ready to quit. When you said that, did you mean like you were
Yep.
just literally ready to like throw your hands up and be like, "That's it. Like I'm done. I'm just gonna like settle with the way that I am," or what did that mean?
No. Well, I really was going to quit like years ago when I wasn't seeing the results. Like I was doing all these different challenges, trying all these different meals. Back then, yes, I really was about to give up and throw my hands up. Like I can't do this. Nothing is working. I'm still fat. Why isn't this weight going up? I'm doing what everybody tells me to do, and I was just like, I can't do it no more. I was about to, but then something kept me going and said, don't give up, Trey. You
Yeah.
got this. You can do this. And I just kept going until I found something that actually works for me.
Mm-hmm. And you
And
took
that's it.
now. Funny enough, like you have a friend, Mike Jones, who introduced you to the ERShred.
Oh yes, he should be on here. He better be on here too.
And how long did Mike talk to you? Because how long have you and him been friends?
I don't know how long we've been friends, but he's been trying to get me to join for 2 years. He'll tell you till the 2 years.
Two
Yeah, and
years.
I gave him a hard time for the 2 years. Yes, I did.
So what do you think? Why did you resist so much with him, but you were trying all these other types of things? What do you think was like? Because I'm trying to see like where people lie in. I get people that fight
Yeah,
me too, and I've been doing this for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, dude, like I
yeah,
promise
yeah,
you, like I've tested and tried it all. You know what I mean? Like, just slide
yeah.
over. But there's some hesitation. I'm trying to break down like what was stopping you. Like you were at a point where nothing was working and he's telling you something like were you just not ready at that point, or where do you think
Um,
you were at in your journey?
well, like I said before, the grass-fed food threw me off a little bit. And at that time, back, the 2 years, I was having financial difficulties, so I couldn't join. So that was
Okay.
another thing. So yeah, those were the two things. It wasn't the time
Yeah.
until this year I was able to do it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, Mike, I'll
So
join.
that's interesting. I want to ask you a question on this. So people say to me all the time, they're like, well, Jesse, it just, I don't know if I can afford it.
Yeah,
Now knowing what you know and experiencing what you feel every day,
yeah.
do you now feel that same way? Do you think that, $10 a day or whatever, $15 a day do you find that it's actually more money, or did you just have the wrong impression at first? And now do you find that you can actually save money, or where are you at in that frame of life right now, in that mindset?
You just broke it down already for me, Jesse. Yeah, that was it. I have a totally different what's the word I want to use? View, is that the word I want to use?
Yeah,
I don't
view,
even know.
mindset,
But
thought
yeah,
process.
oh, oh my God. Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. So you have a
So
totally different view now, you said, and then you broke
yes.
up.
Yes, yeah, I have a total so the money I really don't think too much on now anymore. Able to still purchase my products and stuff, so I'm trying to get back to my Bluetooth because she
Yeah,
just
that's perfect.
disconnect me. But yeah, I see things differently now than I did 2 years ago when Mike was trying to get me on. So it's totally different view now because I'm committed to this, and I made this part of my lifestyle. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get my products if I need to get my products.
Yeah. But do you find, Trey, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
like, I like to kind of break down with people, and we're not going to do that now. We don't have time for that. But usually what I do is I
Wait
have
a
people
minute.
break
I
down.
can't.
Oh,
Wait a minute. I can't hear you.
you're good.
Now my volume is at
You're
Now I
good.
can't hear you, Jesse.
You can't hear me?
Okay, now I hear you. Got
Okay.
it. Okay.
So what I
It's
try to do, what I try to do is I try to break down for people, usually in the beginning of, I usually ask them like, what are you eating for breakfast? What are you spending for breakfast? What are you spending for snacks? Any extra stuff that you stop in, extra coffee, whatever the case may be. I find that most people don't even actually realize how much they're spending every day. Do you think that were you in that place as well, like not realizing, and now that you don't have to stop for the extra snacks, or you're not always starving, or your blood sugar's on all out of whack or stuff, like, do you find that your money is kind of balanced, like you're not spending any more or any less? Is it pretty much equal from before?
So, so my last challenge, well, the challenge I've done before, here comes my mother, so excuse me if she get in this car and be loud, y'all. Sorry, excuse me, I'm apologizing right now. So I had to buy food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack. And I was spending a lot of money to have to make meals for, all those times, and snacks for all those times. It was a lot of money. And I think I would say I'm saving more now than I was doing that other meal plan. It was just ridiculous how much I have to buy and keep buying to prep all these meals every week. It was a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that you say that, because most people, once they take the plunge, if you will, and then they get to that other side, and I come back to that question, they pretty much say the same thing that you're saying now. They're like, well, I actually don't think that I'm spending more money. Like, even though a grass-fed piece of steak is a couple dollars more, or grass-fed butter might be a couple dollars more, or I'm paying for the best quality, I have to actually consume less because the nutrition's better and my health is better, which means I'm not craving all other kinds of other stuff. So it usually kind of works out to be somewhere along those same lines,
Yeah.
Is Mom all set now?
She's standing outside. Mom, you can get in the car if you want to. But I already told them you were coming in the car.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Is Mom shredding? Is Mom shredding too?
This is live. Yes, Mom is shredding too. Say hi.
Yay!
Mom is shredding too.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
This is my meeting.
13 pounds.
13 pounds so far. That's
13
awesome.
13 pounds. Yep.
I can't afford to lose it more. I'm getting too skinny. My clothes is falling off of me.
She said she can't lose anymore. But she lost all the weight. Huh?
How long has your mom been shredding? How long has she been doing it?
I did it last month.
Yeah.
Then I got off because I went away, but I was watching what I was eating. I started up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you did it, besides the 13 pounds, what else have you noticed that's happened besides just the weight loss? Have you noticed anything else happening?
Yes, I have more energy, and my clothes fit me so good.
Amazing. You look amazing.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, because before I started, I looked like I was 5 months pregnant.
Oh,
I got my belly back, not flat all the way, but I still go to the gym and work out.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Do you notice any shift in like mindset or focus or anything like that?
Oh yes, definitely. Because I have in the morning when I go to the gym, I have my drink and everything. I feel full of energy as the day goes on.
Yeah,
I'm so hyper and full of energy, and I just really feel good about it.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Well, I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait to keep celebrating all your successes. Keep crushing it.
Oh, I am. I still got a ways to go.
That's all right. We are all a work in progress. That's for sure. We are all a work in progress.
Yeah.
This is like a bonus call. I got your mom too. This is amazing.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Too. I got her on it. Yep. Got her on it too.
Trey, I didn't.
All the time.
I kind of
Yes,
want to ask you the same thing because I didn't get into that with you. You know, you've lost
that's
31
fine.
pounds. You've lost 31 pounds, and I know you're
Yes.
still, you know, you're still crushing it and you're still going and you got your goals. What other things have you noticed besides just the weight loss and the sustainability of food and the cost, you know, the cost of everything kind of equaling out? Besides that, what other deeper things have
Mhm.
you noticed that have changed life?
Uh, like my mom said, I have a lot of energy. I have more energy than my children, and they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, come on, y'all, let's do this. And they like, no.
Yeah.
My energy is a lot more, and I'm a lot happier. Yeah, I can say I'm a lot happier. I'm not as stressed, depressed. And I'm at the weight that I was before I had children. So that was at 19. So then I would never thought I'd get back to that again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it changed my whole attitude. Is that what I want to? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just different. I'm
Your output.
different. I'm a whole I'm a lot different.
Yeah. No, I think that's awesome. So before you just said you're at the weight that you're at before you had children. And a lot of women obviously have children, right? A lot of people have families. A lot of women struggle with, I mean, dude, I didn't know how deep this was, but I'll be honest, like I'm watching Crystal, my wife, you know, she's been in fitness her entire life. She's struggling, even though she's still in shape and, you know, she's struggling with the belly. And I didn't realize how deep of a connection this was. And of course, all the hormones are going crazy. Like, I don't even want to pretend like I know what's going on. I'm just saying what I'm watching. So I can only imagine, you know, a lot of women, like, how does that make you, besides like happy? Like, how does that change the quality of your life, like with your children? Like before not having the energy, that mean like, what did that mean? Like, was it just coming home from work and just not being able to do anything? And now it's different. Like what, I mean, I don't know if that's you.
No,
I'm just trying to
that's
give you
all
these.
right. I can explain. Well, before I lost all this weight, and that when I didn't have all the energy and everything, I didn't want to do much because tired.
Yeah.
I felt fat, depressed, stressed, and it was just a lot on me. I just couldn't get past. I couldn't get past that, and it put me in a funk. Is that the word I want to use? In a funk, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't get out of the funk.
Yeah.
My self-esteem wasn't always that high. It just and everybody's like, "Oh, you look." I'm like, "No, I'm fat, y'all. What are y'all talking about? What y'all?" I'm like, "No, I'm fat. I don't like this."
Yeah.
And like I said, this ERShred changed my life. I'm telling you, you guys just don't know how amazing I feel. And you think my personality was and my confidence then, ooh, Lord, y'all better watch out now. I wish I could show you my jacket. It says Queen on the back, but
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. You are the queen. We'll just call you the queen for sure.
The Queen, yes,
For
call
sure.
me the Queen. Okay.
Yeah. You know what's funny? You know, it's funny. I don't know if you watched the one I interviewed Nicole Hayes, and she said one of her coworkers called her Belly the princess, the little princess. And she was like mortified, and that like got her going. And I was like, well, now we call you the queen. So we can call you you guys share the title of the queen. So you guys
I'll
reach
take
the
it.
queen.
I'll take it.
Trey, you know, the energy, the confidence, like talk about the confidence. Like, you know, I don't think people realize when you don't feel good, when you can't acknowledge, you know, it's not, I try to like put the difference aside and it's really a touchy line. Okay. But, you know, I don't believe that anybody wants to wake up and say, oh my God, I feel like crap. Like, yes, like, oh my God, I'm overweight. Like, I'm so excited with myself. Like, I just can't believe that somebody would want to feel. I know when I was struggling growing up, being overweight, like it was horrible. It was a horrible thing. And we masked those feelings so much, right? Like, did you find yourself, like, I know you would say like, oh, I'm fat, but did you find yourself like laughing at things to kind of brush it off, but really deep inside it was pain? How did it affect other parts of life? Like, did you notice it with career or even in friendships or relationships or whatever the case may be? And then how has it shifted now, besides just like happier? Do you know, can you like pinpoint any things in particular at all?
Well, I noticed that it had a little effect on my children because they noticed that I was unhappy.
Okay.
And I just couldn't help it. I couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
I was stuck there. And I didn't know how to get out. I didn't know what was wrong and what was going on. But that's mainly where it was my children. My children were affected by it. And I noticed that my attitude, I was really bitchy and grumpy at work sometimes, and that I didn't mean to be that way. It's just that's how I was feeling, and I just couldn't get out of it. And I was just stuck there. I just couldn't get out for some reason. I just couldn't get out of that. I just couldn't get out of it. And until now, it's totally different. Totally different now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited for you that it is, and it's I'm glad that you shared that, because I know there's so many people, right? Like how many people, how many people wake up every day and from the second they wake up, like already hate the day. You know what I mean? Like they feel like crap. They have no energy. Right. They're barely slogging along. Maybe the kids say something, lose your attitude on the kids, right? Because you don't feel good. And then you're sorry, and that ruins that. And then you say something at work, and then that escalates. And before you know it, the whole day just kind of compiles to where at the end of the day, some people drink the sorrows away, right? They're like, oh, I need the glass of wine. And it's like, then you just numb the pain. And it's like this constant story, you know? And so identifying those things where people are at, I think is when I say health is wealth, health is our greatest wealth. Do you know what I mean by that now? Do you have a better understanding or feeling, or what does that mean to you? What is having your health now? What does that mean to you? How do you sum that up?
Having my health?
Yeah.
Well, you only have one body, Jess. You got to take care of it. So, I'm not getting any younger. So I had to do something about it, because the older you get, the harder it is to lose the weight and get healthy. And I was like, I got to start this sooner than later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend what I need to maintain that. I'm sorry, the bugs, Jesse. To maintain that health. I was going to do whatever it takes to keep, to stay in shape.
Yeah. Now, how old are your kids?
My daughter is 26. I'm putting up a window because these bugs are ridiculous. My daughter is 26 and my son is 19.
Okay. And so what have they, you said that they've noticed a difference, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that you on this path now has it inspired them at all in any way? Have you seen like any shift to them at all, to see the difference of what being healthy could do for you?
I tried, Jesse.
Not yet. Okay.
I tried so hard with my kids. I'm like, come on, get up, come work with me. My son's like, no. I'm like, come on. Same thing with my daughter. It's like, Ma, you are too intense with your workouts. I cannot do it. I'm not doing the grass-fed food. They won't do it at all. Yeah. But my son did try some of the stuff that I've eaten, and he's like, no. So I did try, but they're not trying to hear it.
Yeah.
They're not trying to hear it at all.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, sometimes obviously they're adults, you know what I mean? Like they have their set ways, and they've kind of they grew up a certain way. They saw a certain way. They watched you struggle. They watched you fight. They're going to go through their own thing. I know as Mama Bear, you want to help, but at this point, they're probably going to have to come to the same realization that you came to and be like, okay, enough is enough. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, if you keep leading the way and you keep, setting that example, and they keep seeing you getting healthier and healthier. Notice how I say healthier and not skinnier, healthier and healthier, because the byproduct of health is obviously the way we want to look, right? But if they see that, I have no doubt that they'll probably kind of follow along, hopefully, right? And kind of take that way. So We'll see.
She loves to eat. But she has a high metabolism, so she doesn't gain weight like that. So she looks good. But she loves to eat, so she's not trying to hear it. So
yeah. Well, we'll keep it a secret. Unfortunately, what happens to women's hormones as they age, and kind of how things, kind of everything was good at 25, and then at 40, it's a whole different story, right? But you'll always be there for sure. Tre, talk to me about the community. I always talk about how our community is our greatest gift that we give people. I'm so proud of the community. I don't think people realize that if they wanted just an elimination protocol with a functional medicine doctor, you're talking $2,500, right?
Yep.
And no support, no nothing. Like, here's your guide, here's your thing. Like, good luck. Come back. I'll check on you. Talk to me about the community. How important is it? Tell people about it. Share what you like about the community.
Oh, I love the community because I can talk and about anything. I can share anything, and if I have a question, like I've asked plenty of questions because I just didn't know, and I always got an answer from somebody. Somebody always commented and left me a message. You did it. I've seen some comments from you, and it helped me, because I'm trying to get other people to do what I'm doing. So I asked, that's why I go on the ERShred page, and I ask questions about certain people's health. I don't know because I'm still learning. So that's why I go to the ERShred page and ask my questions. Even if I have questions myself for my personal use, I ask them. It's just great. I mean, because it's like a family, and nobody will judge you. It's a judge-free page. It's like I said, it's a family. We're all family. We're all in this together. Yeah,
no, it is pretty special for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Do you find it to be? I mean, what about like the day? I mean, I don't think people realize when we talk about the daily inspiration, right? Just being around people that are looking to up-level their life, people that are looking to get better, people that have been where you're at, people that are behind you, ahead of you. Like, it's just this happy smorgasbord, right? Of just this big group mix. Have you noticed that the advice that you get on there is pretty solid? Has it been wonky? Has it been crazy? Like you've seen in maybe some other places, or has it been pretty much straight on?
No, it's been take a right. It's been straight on. I take every feedback that everybody gives me. Because like I said, I'm learning. I'm still learning, as I'm sharing to others. But I appreciate it so much when people answer my question, because I'm like, I don't know what to do. And everybody always says, like I said, there's always somebody there to answer any question you have on that page.
Yeah.
And I love it that they do that. And it's great.
Did you have support like this through your past stuff that you've tried?
I'm glad you asked me that, Jesse. No, no, I have not. Yeah. No. That's why I love that group, because I didn't get the support with my last challenge. Well, the challenge I'm still doing, but Anita. No, I didn't have the support, and we all need that support. I don't care what anybody say. We all need that support. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We can't do. It's not something we can do alone, because sometimes we have our moments when we fall, and we need someone to turn to.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I think a lot of people come in, the 11-day ERShred, Tre, it's an 11-day protocol, right?
Yeah.
That's how we start you off.
Yep.
Well, how would you describe, like, to you, what is the ERShred really? Because as you know, we're not trying to get people to do this for 11 days. What's that?
Sorry, the area I'm in, Jesse, is horrible. Give me a because you're breaking up, but you're still here. You didn't. It didn't hang up. Thank goodness. Wait a minute. Not yet. Almost there. Almost. Nothing. Okay, try talking now.
You hear me?
I can hear you, but you sound fuzzy. we're still trying to get through this bad. I keep forgetting about this area. I'm so sorry, guys.
But you can hear me, right? Even if
I
I'm
can
fuzzy.
hear you. Yeah, you're
Okay.
fuzzy, but I can hear you.
If I'm fuzzy, it's okay. You're not fuzzy,
Yeah.
so it's good.
Oh, I'm not fuzzy? That's
You're
good.
not fuzzy. You're good. Okay, so I forgot what I asked you now.
You sound funny on my end, though.
Listen. Oh man. Are you through your spot? Listen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You're still so fuzzy, but I can hear you.
So the 11-day ERShred, it's an 11-day protocol. Obviously, that's where people start. That's where you started, right? You're like, okay, I could do anything for 11 days, right?
Yeah.
Once you get through that 11 days, now that you've been a part of the ERShred lifestyle and the community, which is what I really hope that people grasp, how would you explain the ERShred in a nutshell? Like what it's not just an 11-day protocol, it's what to you?
The 11-day shred. How would I describe that? That's a good question. Just put me on the spot, man.
Like the bigger picture of it. Like what is it? Now that you've lived it for so long, what does it mean to you in a bigger sense? Not what is the 11-day shred? We know that that's the elimination reset shred protocol, right? That's what gets you started. But how would you explain like the bigger thing of the ERShred? Like why would you say that you're an ERShred lifer is what you've said before, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what is that bigger meaning to you? Like what, like if somebody's like, well, okay, the 11-day shred is 11 days, great. But what else can I look forward to? What's the bigger sense of it to you? What are you getting big long-term out of it?
To maintain this weight and not gain it back and to, continue being healthy and fit. That's my main thing. I want to be healthy, fit, and maintain my weight because I always have a hard time maintaining my weight. And so far, I'm doing damn good. So, so that's basically it. To break it down, a little bit. That's what I see.
For sure. And you said now with being being busy every day, having the kids, doing your thing, being mom, all that kind of good stuff. Have you found this to be difficult for you? Have you found it to be easy? A lot of people worry about, they're like, I'm a nurse or I'm a this and I'm a that. And I'm like, you can kind of put it in anywhere. Like, how have you found it to be for you?
It actually hasn't. It's easy for me actually because, like I said, I have that determination, that drive that I want. Mom, you might as well just keep a pop up there because I can get out and walk upstairs, guys. Forget stop. Yeah, I have that drive, and it keeps. I forgot the question. I was so busy talking to her.
You have that drive to keep going.
Yeah, I just have the drive to keep going and keep doing it. And I made this my life. This is my lifestyle now, and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going.
So when you first started, Tre, you just brought up a key thing, right? Mindset. Yep. Mindset is definitely key. The people that come into the shred that are just like, okay, I'm ready to go. No questions. Like, I'm just going to go. Those are the people that we usually see crush it, right? So we know that coming in with the right mindset, having the right belief, having that no quit attitude, like you're talking about, is definitely key. To get through and to maintain. Would you say that that's one of like the most fundamental things that you would recommend to people, or what advice would you give to people who are just starting out with the shred, knowing where you came from and where you're at now?
Well, I always tell everybody that I get on this program. Bye-bye. Everybody I sign up to do it, I always say to them, look, if you want the results, you got to suck it up, buttercup, and do the protocol. That's all too. That's all. I don't keep it nice. I keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm like, suck it up and just do it.
Yeah.
You just got to suck it up and do it. And that's what I've been doing.
So would you say that's the biggest piece of advice that you would give to people to succeed?
All the time, Justin. You got to suck it up and just do it. No, I mean, but really, if you want results, you do really have to suck it up. And if you have the motivation, why not? Some people don't have that motivation, but I have the motivation. That's why I post every day and motivate others.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they can get moving.
Yeah. Does that, so you do that to motivate others? Does that also help hold you accountable? Is that something that somebody else can kind of jump into? Or what other key things or pieces of advice can you give to people besides just say, suck it up? Like what other things have you found to really work for you?
Good question, Jesse. I'm gonna answer that for you. After I open this door first. Let me get into this house. And then I can answer that for you. I'm home now, so I can sit and I won't be moving so much, guys. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
This is my son. So, what advice can I give others? Let me see. That's a good question. I'm sorry, I'm trying to sit in the chair.
You're good. You're good. So think about what things maybe helped you. So from your first shred to now, what things maybe do you wish you knew on your first shred that you know now?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the phone situated.
You're good.
Good question. What, I don't know, Jesse. That's a good one. I have to think about that one for a minute. I can't think of something on top of my head about. I don't. That's a good question. You got me stuck.
You're good. You're good. Okay, so think about this. Think about this. Think about this. So I like to be very real, very transparent with people.
Yeah.
When you first started the ERShred and you heard the protocol of what we were doing, what was your first impression?
Well, the
Was
grass.
it just the I don't do the grass-fed thing?
Yeah, yes, it was definitely the grass fed. I mean, I can the 1 meal a day that wasn't bothering me. Not being able to. Well, maybe when we had to do the 2 cleanse days, that kind of because it was like drinking fluids all day, no food. Ooh, can I do it? I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It was tough, but I got through it.
Yeah. So what have you learned after you gotten through it? Was it worth it?
Oh, hell yeah, it was worth it. Jesse, I lost 31 pounds. What you mean? Was it worth it?
Yeah. Now, as you've progressed, as you've gotten healthier, as you've reset your systems, as you've balanced out everything inside the body, which is what we're doing, right? Have you noticed that what once was hard is now a lot easier?
Heck yes, so much easier. And I try to explain that to people I sign up to the ERShred. It does get easier. It's not always this hard. It is a lot easier for me. And I don't need to suck it up because I'm used to it now. So it's easy for me now just to do it.
Yeah. So, but what was the realization for you? Like, why do you think it was so hard, going through something that's really so healthy, right? Because all we're doing, Trey, we're not doing anything miraculous. All we're doing is taking out the poison and putting in the rocket fuel. I mean, at the end of the day, that's literally all we're teaching people to do, and to honor their body and honor their system and not do anything too crazy, right? Yeah. So why, like, what was the biggest difference, you think, from knowing what you know now that you've learned?
Well, the big difference is I did it. I didn't think I can do it.
But I mean, like, were you eating, like, what were you eating in the beginning before your first shred?
I felt like I was eating everything. No, so I had the fruits, the vegetables, the pasta, all the stuff that was hurting my stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were eating all that stuff because you thought that that's what you're supposed to eat to be healthy.
Yes, and that's what the meal plan said I need to eat. So I followed the meal plan to the T.
Okay.
And it just wasn't helping my stomach at all.
Yeah. And now, so you realize now, what do you realize now about food per se that you didn't know before the shred?
I got that. I got you on that one, Jesse. I got you on that. I didn't realize there were so many foods out there that make you bloated, that if you eat too much of it, it hurts your stomach. You have pains in your stomach. I always had pains. I never knew all this stuff. I was like, wow. My mom was even telling me, like, some of the vegetables you eat can cause the pain in your stomach. I didn't know. I didn't know that. And then, knowing that most of the food we eat have sugar. And I'm like, everything we eat has sugar in get, I'm like, dang, I can't get this sugar out of me. And everything has sugar. It's just crazy how much stuff, the food we eat and what's in our food, that food, you know, that I was eating. I'm not saying I'm eating that now.
Yeah.
Healthy. But it's so funny. I learned a lot.
But so healthy though, Tre, don't you think healthy is kind of just like a word that we throw, because technically you weren't really eating, so like you didn't say, Jesse, I was crushing donuts and croissants and, you know, candy bars all the time.
Yeah.
Like you said, I was eating fruits and vegetables and pastas, and these are things that people are taught to eat all day, every day, by nutrition professionals, by dietitians, by magazines, I mean, I'm sure that you've gotten those meal plans from the magazines and online, and you try to follow them and all that stuff. And they were supposedly healthy, but yet here you are, yo-yoing back and forth, going up and down, flipping out left and right, not understanding even what food was. And now we take it all the way. You eat only what's required, pure nutrition for the body, and all of a sudden now what do you realize about food? What's your realization about food today?
All that other food is crap. All that other stuff, well, I don't want it. But I mean, I do introduce it a little bit, but it's crap.
Yeah,
it's crap. That's all I can really say. It's crap. And the stuff they tell us, I feel like, was all lies. They were lying to me this whole time. I'm like, y'all been lying to me. I'm like, this is crap. It's crappy.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much that we can get into. I mean, there's so much like research about this, Tre, and there's ties back to big food and government and marketing and billions of dollars. And so it's not necessarily that you didn't know. It's just that's what we thought. You know what I mean? And I'm asking you these questions because maybe somebody out there is in the same position, right? And they're just like, I'm really trying. Like I get people that come to me like, I'm really trying to be healthy. Like I'm eating this and I'm eating that fat.
Yeah.
It's replacing it with, you know, pesticides and dyes and or you know, whatever. It's taking out sugar and it's replacing it with all these other chemicals. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, you know, and people are duped, you know, people are duped. And that's one of the biggest things that I love about this is just we strip it back, we keep it basic, we give people back that power so you can realize, like, I didn't have to say, hey, Tre, the food you were eating is crap. You just told me that the food you were eating is crap. Yeah. So for me, that's the empowerment aspect. That's somebody learning to create a lifestyle, which is really what we want to hammer home with the ERShred. Yeah. Okay, great. Start with 11 days if that's what you need, but don't give up, because if you just stick with it long enough, you're going to come to realize a lot of things that are just like aha moments, but you get to realize them for yourself.
Yes.
And obviously, if you have a question, you can get guided on the right way. But at the end of the day, it's really you coming into this realization. What are some of the biggest foods that you used to eat that you tried again after you eliminated stuff that you kind of were like surprised by?
Good question.
Have you had any of those? For me, it was broccoli. Like I would eat like big, huge salads with, you know, I'd still have steak and stuff like that. But then I would always wonder why I was so jacked up in the gut, even though I was like super healthy, so to speak, right? From the outside. And then once I tried to put it back in, I was like, whoa, I used to eat a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been studying this for many years and tricked myself, right?
Cauliflower was for me. That's funny, huh? Broccoli, you and cauliflower for me. I had introduced that back into you know, when I got off the shred and my stomach started hurting just like that. Ooh, yeah, I can't. And salad too. Salad it's weird. It's strange, you know, because now I pay attention more. Yeah. When I start introducing foods back into my body, I'm like, oh, this is probably what was making my stomach hurt and why I was always in pain. And I'm like, okay, I won't be eating that anymore.
Yeah. It is pretty fascinating when you start to learn that, right? It's one of the things that people can definitely learn if they just raise their hand and say, yep, let me give it a shot, right? Yeah. So that's definitely a key thing for sure with food. Mindset, we obviously already talked about. We talked about bigger picture of money. We talked about, different tips and tricks for people, you and your life, how it's affected you, how it affects life, being a mom, career. I mean, I think we've kind of covered the whole spectrum of really, the key thing. And what you kind of brought up, somebody else just said, Melissa said raw vegetables bother her. It's funny, but like what people, we can't say that vegetables aren't technically healthy because obviously they have things in them. But I think that there can be other ways of getting them where there's a lot of people that struggle with raw vegetables. Yeah. And yet we eat them just because we think they're healthy. So what we're getting people to understand is that stop listening to anybody but you. Do your own experiments, do your own test, and then you create your own menu by learning the foods that actually serve you and the foods that don't serve you, and stop just doing it because somebody else told you to.
Exactly. All right, Jesse. That's why you're here, Jesse. That's why you here.
Eat meat. Bob Seabright says eat meat. You know why? Because they eat the vegetables for us. They do all that digestion in their 4-chamber stomachs. And then we get to simply process in our chamber, and everybody's happy, right? Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
For sure. What else am I missing, Trey? Anything else that you can share? Any other things that you can give to people? What would you say to somebody who's sitting on the fence, who's been maybe struggling like you, who is about to give up because they've tried everything? Like, how that feels better than anybody else. Like what can you say to what would you say to somebody who's in that position?
Don't give up. Keep trying. That's mainly what I say. Don't give up. Keep trying, because you will find something that will work, and then you will get those results. I promise you, you will. Even if it takes years, like it took me over 9 years, and now I'm finally getting the results I've been wanting to get. But don't give up. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep going.
And would you say, what's the most power? Now you've lost the weight, and I know that's important, right? I know that makes us feel good. And you've started to really gain the mental side. What would you say is actually the more of the driving force now for you? Is it more the overall feeling of like, wow, I got my brain, I can think, like I feel good overall, like that side? Or because at first it was the weight, right? It was like, I got to get rid of the weight. I got to get rid of the weight. And I know you still have some work to do because the weight still sticks with you. And I will call you out on that and tell you that just so every time you do it, you now think that Jesse called me out, and you can say that to yourself. Because I really want you to understand that the weight is the byproduct, right? But for you, where do you think you're at right now? Are you latching on to the bigger aspect of like, why you want to keep doing this every day, like that bigger thing about quality of life? Or is it still we're taking those steps?
Well, I'm not doing it just to lose the weight. I just, when I find something that works, I just stick to it.
Yeah.
So that motivation and drive I have me, and to get and motivate others, that's what keeps me going. Hearing people say, oh, you inspire me, and thank you for this, and thank you for this. I appreciate this. That's what keeps me going. Yeah. Because, I'm getting people moving. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah. I can appreciate how that makes you feel, because that's what fires me up every day. Right? Helping other people feel amazing. It's truly the greatest gift. Once you can figure it out on your own. And like you find something that actually really works, that's simple, that's realistic, that's no BS. And how can you not share it with anybody, right? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, are you like a 10 out of 10 with like sharing this with people, getting anybody that will listen? Do you feel that it can benefit a lot of different people?
I'm a 10, Jesse. I'm already getting people to join this. I've already got people joining this, because, and me posting my results is bringing more people like, oh, I'm ready to try now. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a 10.
Yeah. I mean, you've been sharing your results all throughout. Yep. And I want to applaud you for that, because a lot of people get really scared to do that because they think that because they're not where they need to be right now or where they want to be, they think that they're not good enough to be able to help other people. You've obviously cracked that code, because I think it's more powerful that people see the good, the bad, the up, the down, the struggle. That's called real life. Like, that's how we get through things together. That's why community is so important, why we give it to everybody. It's absolutely amazing. And if somebody can take that from you, and just embrace that, do you find that sharing your story is empowering you as well at the same time? Do you get inspired by posting and seeing that? I know it motivates you.
Yeah.
When people say, hey, thank you. But do you see, I mean, can you find yourself inspiring yourself? Have you gotten to that inner point yet of that self-love?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. More than last year or the other year. Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. All right, Tre. Well, listen, I know you just got home. I want to respect your time. We're at the top of the hour. I've been digging. We've been going through. I truly, truly appreciate you. I'm super excited for you. Go back, look at the comments. There's a lot of people that definitely relate and can kind of see. Hopefully we can reach just one other person that's outside of already doing this. And if we did that, everything was worth it, right? Like one person at a time, as Connie says, one person at a time. But I just want to seriously thank you. I want to tell you again, I'm proud of you. Seriously proud of you. I know I've been cheerleading for you the whole time. I'm going to keep doing it. And it's really, I try not to get so excited because I've seen so many people go and quit and go and quit. Yeah. So I really try to look for people that have that mindset like you, that just stick with it, that get to it. And really it's consistency. Consistency is what's going to get you there. Motivation, we're not always motivated. But if we're dedicated, if we're committed, and if we realize that consistency trumps all, especially when it comes to health, you are literally a walking example of what that consistency can do. I mean, from where you are, people can come in and look from where you started to where you are now. And I mean, the heck with the 31 pounds, like the whole shift.
Yeah.
Smile and the way you stand and that confidence. And we laugh about it, but I was just telling my sister this. It's really the most important thing. Getting healthy is that jump start, because you don't want to do anything if you feel like crap. You don't want to be happy if you don't love yourself. And the health can start it. But once you get to that bigger picture, I mean, life just starts opening up. Things start turning. My sister and my brother-in-law, over the last week, it's crazy what it can do. Yeah. The conversations, the walks, the talks, the extra, the playing with the kids, like it's so amazing. I truly believe that health is our greatest wealth. And Tre, you deserve it. I was hoping I'm going to tell you, because you never said this to me, but damn it, you deserve everything. You deserve to be healthy. That is our birthright.
Yes.
Right? We are designed to be that way. And this is just the tracks to kind of get you there. So I'm thankful for you. Keep showing up. Keep being the biggest cheerleader for everybody. I promise it's all going to come back your way. Keep doing you. If you need anything, you know where to find me. But I really, really appreciate you, and thank you from all of us.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm kind of sad you didn't take your shirt off, though.
Take my shirt off,
because you in some of our videos you don't be having your shirt on, and all you see is muscles.
I can take my shirt off. Look.
Oh, look, he's gonna do it for me. See,
I'll take it off. I usually do it from the top up, but I'll even get this.
The man with the abs.
So crazy. Listen, guys. Seriously, thank you, every single one of you, for your time. We appreciate you. Every single Tuesday at 8 p.m., another story. Hop on. You never know what somebody's going to say. You never know when it's your time where something clicks. And that's really all we're out to do, is just to share this. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, we have our Shred Your Testimonial call, one of the most inspirational calls you will ever hear. The testimonials are usually jaw-dropping. And then on Thursday, we have our opportunity call with our other ambassador, Mr. Bob Sivright. For those people that are looking for that. Tre, thank you once again. Thank you, everybody, for your time. We will talk to you next week, same time. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.